Hello, everyone, and a good Thursday evening to you. And we are going to be coming to you live from round 13, the Belgian Grand Prix here for Zenith Online Racing Tier 2. It's going to be me, Iro Packer, taking you through main comms, and then Camden alongside me. How's it going, Camden?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing very, very well tonight. Very excited for this Belgian Grand Prix. Always very interesting in terms of weather and strategy, and obviously it's the longest track that we come to on the calendar. What are your thoughts about the upcoming qualifying and race session?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people will be a little bit anxious just because it's a lot of people's favorite tracks. Obviously, Belgium is one of the most prestigious races in F1, a lot of people's favorite tracks. So I think there will be some errors possibly in qualifying. It doesn't look like there's going to be rain, unlike Monday, where we had to go through a lot of rain in qualifying on Monday. But I think we're going to see a lot of the main suspects towards the top of the grid. But we could see some guys who are lower in the standings qualify towards the top.
Yes, the standings is being released just a few hours ago, so we're going to pull those up right now. We have currently Alt Maverick 51 points ahead. He has a pretty commanding championship lead right now over Scavney. That championship lead wasn't even really a thing until about 2 weeks ago or I believe around France or maybe Austria. That championship lead flipped into the hands of Alt Maverick. But yeah, Alt Maverick leaving by 51 points to Scavney on 150 points. And then Puff Digital on 131 and Arbiga on 111, the two Ferraris. We were talking about it last week that Puff Digital has really had a strong last few races of the season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he will not be here tonight. So he is definitely going to lose ground. But yeah, the last few races, Puff has been really strong.
Yeah, so then after the two Ferraris, you have Sam M in the Red Bull on 98, just a few back off of Arbiga. And you have Soy Loco on 84 in the Williams, and then the Red Bull Bark School in the Racing Point of RC7 tied on 78 points, and then Jinnit in the second Racing Point on 56. And then you have Mr. Baboon on 49 points, Terminal Deity 10 off of that. And then it's Eric in the Mercedes on 36, and then JMG on 28, and Lit Romney on 23, and then Wolfsburg on 18, and then Monkey Mafia, Niebuhr, and Hightower all on 0 points.
Yeah, and we have some areas that are pretty close right now. Obviously, we have the two Ferrari teammates, which that gap will get closer. Like I said, Puff is not here. You still have around 6th through 8th. That area has been closed for the last few weeks, but it's very close this week. Jinnit, only a few weeks in Tier 2, and he's already up to 9th, and he could very well get up to 8th, 7th, or 6th in the next couple races. But it looks like Scavney is just beginning his lap right now.
Yeah, Scavney coming... wait, where'd it go? Hold on. Give me like 10 seconds. Coming through Lasers. And now through turn 2, the very fast right king. Now up through A Rouge, and Radion turns 3, 4, and 5. Now on to the Kemmel Straight. You're going to be reaching probably around 206, maybe 200, around 210 miles an hour here, coming into the triple chicane of Lake Com, using a lot of curb there and actually invalidating. So we're going to be going on to the next person on the lap, which I believe is Mr. Baboon, coming through the second part and now the third part of Lake Com, not getting anywhere near that inside curb. Now coming through one of the most difficult corners on the track, very easy to lock up here, doing that. As I say, now second gear, now you want a short shift here because it's very difficult in traction. Now through No Name, he's actually going to be invalidating as well. It's very easy to invalidate here at Spa. Now it's Terminal, no it's not, it is not Terminal, it is Soy Loco. Someone crashed up Radia, now Soy Loco coming through No Name. He's invalidated also. This next one's going to be Jinnit, who's already invalidated. Now RC, the first one who can maybe do a clean lap here, just staying nowhere near that curb, and then having a nice exit off of No Name, now down into Puan, one of the fastest corners on the track, down to 7th gear, just a little dab of the brake, and then turning in at 7th gear, 185 miles an hour, going into this chicane. You don't want to be hitting any of these apex curves here because they could just ruin your grip and spin you off. Now at the exit of the middle sector, he's going to be doing a 14.8 through those first two sectors. First one on a Val lap so far. Now coming up through the flat out mostly third sector. Jinnit's going to be giving him slipstream. in the other racing point, because Janet has already invalidated. Now through Puan, we saw an incident here in tier 1 on Monday. Janet getting nicely out of the way for RC, going into the bus stop chicane. Very, very cautious there on turn, and just turned in a little bit too early. Had to take a second stab at it. Now traction out of the last corner, give the first person to set a lap. D-rating doing a 43.4 for the racing point of RC.
Yeah, that's not a bad first lap. It looks like Monkey overtakes him right away with a 143.2, but I said it before, I thought we were going to see a lot of mistakes. We've already seen a ton of invalidations, but I think this will go away soon. Like I said, I think people are just anxious. This is Belgium, a lot of people's favorite tracks. And yeah, it looks like RC and Monkey are the only two with Biga now to put up a lap.
Yeah, it was overcast, or quite overcast here at the beginning of the session. Now it's starting, the clouds are starting to go away. Now Lit Romney coming across the line. He's going to go P4, and then you have Monkey Mafia in the second. Alpha Tower on the mediums. He's going to be going into P5, about a second behind Lit Romney, on the softs. Monkey Mafia, the first person to set a valid time, on those medium tires. Now we have Mr. Bloom, who is a reserve, I believe, taking Puff Digital spot for tonight. And then we have the last person on a lap, which I believe is Wolfsburg, coming across the line on his mediums to go P6, about 8/10 off of the back of Monkey Mafia on the other medium set.
Yeah, and great lap for Night Monkey so far. We got two monkeys. We got Night Monkey and Monkey Mafia, so we'll have to make sure to keep those two separated and not get those two confused. But yeah, we'll have to see who goes on the mediums for qualifying. I'm sure we'll see kind of a split. I think we'll see 10 guys do the softs, 10 guys do the mediums. I think it's going to be pretty even, and we'll see who does what, as right now we have 4 guys who have qualified on the softs and 2 on the mediums.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, it is better to be going on the softs here. The soft medium strat works pretty well, but if you are going to start outside the top 10, the medium soft strategy is most definitely better. As Alt Maverick, who invalidated his first run, goes on to pole by it looks like 8 thousandths there for the championship leader. So it's very close up at the top for Night Monkey and Alt Maverick right now, as we do believe that's our bigger coming into the pit lane. But yeah, Alt Maverick taking away provisional pole, not by very much, but still taking it away.
Yeah, he put up a pretty good lap. I'm sure we'll see better from Maverick. Last week he did pretty well in qualifying, and he's been on fire as of late, with Scavney not having as great of runs and Maverick winning races left and right. This championship has really been wide open, and I think if he continues to be fast and put himself up front, this is going to be really hard for anybody to catch him.
Yeah, most definitely. As Soy Loco coming through La Source right now, going very deep on the brakes on his soft tires. Now exiting the first corner. Now going through turn 2 here, which is the Support Series pit lane, I believe, going up of Eau Rouge and Radion right now. Turns 3, 4, and 5. Now on to the Camel Straight. You're going to want to take Eau Rouge and Radion, oh my god, Radion as straight as possible to get the best run onto the Camel Straight. We did see someone else going about 209 miles an hour. So Loco only going 207, but still setting that purple first sector, even going very deep there at turn 1. Now through Lake Com, that looked pretty nice. Now coming through one of the most difficult corners on the track. In my opinion, it is the most difficult. Now through No Name, we've seen a lot of people invalidate there already, but with the sun out, there's going to be a lot more grip. Just not expecting that, and then we're going very, very wide there at No Name. Oh, and touching the curb as well on the entry to Puan. So that's not going to be good for his set of soft tires. Now we're going to go on to Scavney, second place in the championship, not making the same mistake Soy Loco did. Now coming into Campus chicane, touching that inside curb. You can do that and get away with it, but if you go any more inside, you will spin. And the same for the left-hander as well. Now coming to Stavolo, looked pretty nice. You can invalidate almost everywhere here at this circuit. Now it's purple middle sector for the McLaren. Now going through curb Paul Frere. Obviously pretty flat out, going to be trying to take the shortest line to the bus stop here. Now through Blanchemont, that looked pretty nice. Now to the bus stop chicane for the last 2 corners. Turn 19 on the Apex first gear. Now through turn 20 first gear again. Now short shifting up to across the line, opening up DRS. He's going to be going on to 43.3 and going into P3, just 2 places behind the championship leader.
Yeah, very solid lap. We do have a couple of updates. So, Monkey Mafia, can you give a shout out to my son Dawson? Yeah, sure. So, Dawson, who is tuning in live, hope you're having a good one. And we're hearing there's rain at the end of the race, so that will make an already crazy Belgium race even crazier if that's going to happen. But yeah, Scavney, a good lap. I think he can do better as well.
Yeah, that is really going to help some of the people starting outside the top 10, I say. It's Eric just invalidated his run. But yes, now on board with Terminal Data here. We're going to go off board for just a little bit. Terminal Data on the mediums. But yeah, the rain at the end of the race could help anybody starting on those medium tires because they could pit around the same time. But those soft tires start to die off around lap 20 to 21. So depending on how early the rain comes, oh, yeah, Terminal Data going very wide there, touching the grass. But yeah, yeah, the soft tires start to die around lap 20, so depending on how early the rain comes, you can negate... Ooh, that's a slide. You can negate the tire degradation and possibly gain time on anyone else who does the soft medium strat starting inside the top 10.
Yeah, so Terminal put up a 144.1, which is not bad for the mediums, but I'm sure after a couple of mistakes he's going to want to improve on that. But not a bad first lap. He's on the mediums, so we'll see if he eventually goes on the softs. Looks like a lot of people have qualified, but we still have guys like Eric, Jeanette, and Soy Loco who haven't put up a lap.
Yeah, right now, just looking for who's on this outlap. Yes, it is Mr. Baboon who is invalidated, and he's coming into the pits right now. But I believe that is all Maverick coming into the pit lane, or starting a lap here, actually, in his Haas. The championship leader coming across the line to start a lap right now. I believe one of the racing points is behind him. That is RC7 going on to provisional pole position on a 43.1. Going on pole by a tenth. That is just a bit faster. Ooh, actually, Night Monkey is going to be taking provisional pole away by, almost 4 tenths there in the Alpha Tauri. I believe he is a new driver for tonight, but I'm not entirely sure on that statement. But yeah, we are going to go on board here with the championship leader. The two Williams are both on, well, one is on an outlap, one is on an in-lap. Now through Laycom for the Haas driver. Looked very, very nice and committed through that three-part chicane. Now coming through this downhill hairpin. Very difficult on traction. Going to be wanting to short shift. Actually not making any traction mistakes and not short shifting either. Now through No Name. You don't want to get too much on that inside curve. Just, ooh, invalidating there. It tried to avoid it by sticking on the curb as long as possible, just not able to avoid the invalidation down or up at No Name. Now Monkey Mafia, he has invalidated. But yeah, I believe no one else really is on a lap besides Soy Loco on his soft tires. Still yet to start a lap coming through Eau Rouge, turn 3 and 4. And uphill through Radion. But yeah, very difficult for people to set a lap. Wolfsburg, the last person to set a lap, but GP Colin, Adri, Lockdock, Fuselum, and Mr. Blom, I believe, are all reserves.
So if you were confused before about the two monkeys, turns out they're both teammates. So that will make things even more confusing. But yeah, I believe Night Monkey is new, and obviously he is very quick. He's the only guy in the 142s, so I think we'll see more people get in the 142s. Obviously, you got RC and Maverick, who came pretty close to the 142s, but how about RC? He finished in the podium last week, up front in the top 3 this week. He's been very, very strong as of late, and he could use the points too. He's in P8 in the standings, and he's in a pretty close battle with Bark School and Soy Loco, so he could really get a lot of points today.
Yeah, most definitely. RC last time out at the Hungaroring, making the medium to soft strategy, which I didn't even think was possible, using that to perfection and using his late race pace on those soft tires to get himself a 3rd place. And I believe that is his first podium of the season for the man in the Racing Point. Currently P2. Soy Loco coming through the last corner. He hasn't invalidated this time, but coming across the line with 3:50 left. He's going to be taking P2 away from RC7. Soy Loco going to be the second person, but barely into the 1:42 42s.
So we have a comment. Who says Night Monkey is a he? That is a good point. But yeah, Soy Loco, getting in the 142s, he's been pretty strong in qualifying as of late, just hasn't been getting the results, and he's been up front. He actually did technically win a race, I believe, at France, but penalties put him outside of the podium, so we'll see if he can get a good result today. But yeah, it looks like only 2 guys in the 142s as of now.
Yeah, most definitely, as Alt Maverick's teammate Wolfsburg is now coming through no name in the number 27 Haas car, not using really any exit curb there, now down the hill towards Puan, 7th gear corner, taking it in 8th there just for the entry, now downshifting to 7th gear. Now he's going to be coming into the campus chicane in 5th gear, now through the left part of this chicane, using the exit curb very nicely there, now through Stavolo, using a lot of entry curb there, not getting the best of runs possible. Now coming through curb, Paul Ferrer into this 3rd sector. I mean, I don't know really what else to say here, because I mean it's pretty much flat out now through Blanchimont, turn 18. But yeah, yeah, D-rating already though from the man in the Haas. The Haas not too easy on ERS, it seems. 2nd gear through turn 19 and through turn 18. Yeah, but across the line for Wolfsburg, going to be going P12, not improving. He might have been, I don't know if he made a mistake there. He might have had, because he was 4.4 seconds off. But yeah, that's a mistake on my end. But we're just going to ignore that. So Loco coming to into the pit lane, but 2nd place in the championship. Scavney 720 braking for the bus stop here, 3rd gear, now down to 1st gear for the bus stop. We saw him doing this earlier, taking a big big amount of entry curb there to turn 20. Yeah, but Scavney going into 3rd place by 400ths over RC7. RC just barely starting to fall down now as people put in faster and faster lap times. Arbiga coming across this, the line to start a lap. RC in the 3rd sector on an out lap, but both Alpha Tauris are on out laps. Let's try and find someone who is actually on a lap this time. But yes, Arbiga coming through. Radion is on a lap. Scavney has finished a lap. Wolfsburg finished a lap. It's Eric just coming through Radion there to start a lap. So I believe the closest person to the line will be Alt Maverick, the championship leader, up by a 10.5 in that 1st sector. Now coming through the campus chicane, turns 13 and through turn 14. Now looks very, very nice, not touching any of those inside curves, which is very, very good for his eventual lap time. Now through Stavlo and through turn 16. Purple in the middle sector, up by 2/10. He found half a tenth in that middle sector. Now going through the flat-out blast through this 3rd sector of 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. The last 5 corners on this track. You don't want to touch that inside curb there. You don't really want to touch any of the curbs here. Now through turns 19 and 20, the bus stop chicane, braking very nicely down to 2nd gear and up, staying in 2nd gear, forward traction there, up to 3rd, 4th, 5th. D-rating across the line. He's going to be going pole position, improving by finding 3/10 there in that last sector, which I didn't even think was possible. But going on pole by just over a 10th is the championship leader. Scavney is coming into the pits, but Arbiga in the Ferrari braking about the 100-meter board there. Forward turns 19, having a little bit of lockup on that front right. Staying in 2nd gear again, as most people will be doing tonight. Opening up the DRS across the line. He is staying P7. He didn't even improve on his lap time, but one of the Mercedes, it's Eric going on to pole position. He's doing a 42.3. That's 4.5 tenths on pole position from the man in Mercedes. He's pretty strong in qualifying. We know him to be, but yeah, not really having the race pace. But RC coming to defend his what was the 2nd place early in the session, having a little bit of a slide there on exit, improving by 2/10, going into P4, and now we're gonna have the 2 Alpha Tauris of Night Monkey is gonna be the first one to cross the line, coming through turn 17 right now. Blanchimont through the forest here in Belgium. A little bit of gap here, but as time has already run out, now breaking at the 100-meter board for the bus stop chicane through 19 and 20, accelerating very, very nicely in the AlphaTauri. Short shifting up to 3rd gear. He's crossing the line. He's going P2, a 10.5 off of Eric. Eric doing an amazing lap time out of the field so far. Monkey Mafia coming across the line, having a not the greatest of exits. He's going to improve by half a second, but stay P12. I don't know if the Mercedes improved. Lit Romney, I believe, has gone into 11th, and Jinnit setting his first lap time in the session, going into P3. But that might be it for this session. Alt Maverick coming into the pits right now after going what was I believe provisional pole, and then Jinnit, Night Monkey, and it's Eric all improving and beating the championship leader out, and that was a very fast 18-minute session.
How about Eric, man, being on pole for this race? He is P12 in the standings, and going into Canada, he was P18 in the standings. Eric has had some very good runs in the last month or so. Remember France, when he had a chance to win if the weather wasn't so crazy? Canada, he was up front. He really has not been great in qualifying, but always finds his way to the front. And now he'll be starting up front. I can't wait to see what Eric does this race. But yeah, let's go through the grid.
Yeah, so it's Eric putting in that amazing lap time on 1.5 tenths in front of Night Monkey in the AlphaTauri, the new driver in his first in their first qualifying session in P2, and then Jinnit, who came down from Tier 1 for the French Grand Prix in P3, and then your championship leader, All Maverick, RC7, who had his first podium out last time, Soy Loco, in the Williams. Scavney, second place in the championship, not the greatest of places compared to All Maverick, and Sam M, Mr. Baboon, and I believe there was one other person who was Arbiga, the only full-time Ferrari driver here, for, well, I guess, the factory Ferrari team.
Yeah, and remember, at the beginning of qualifying, I said that we'll see a lot of our usual guys up front, but guys like Eric, who is P12 in the standings, starting on pole, I mean, this is a very interesting track, and you know what? I think it's I think it's that time, Packer. I think it's that time that we do our predictions.
Oh no! Oh, prediction time! Here it comes. But yeah, I know. It's Eric had a very, very good qualifying in Canada. I believe he was P2, and then followed back in the race and getting into a like a last 5-lap incident, I believe, with a few people. And then, but yeah, predictions. I don't know what Night Monkey's pace is, to be completely honest. I know they qualified second on the grid here for the Belgian Grand Prix, so I'm going to make a bold prediction and say Night Monkey is going to take their first race and their first race victory in the AlphaTauri, scoring some very, very good points for AlphaTauri down in 7th place in the Constructors' Championship. And then let's give some good luck to Scavney. It's probably going to be bad luck. I think Scavney will finish P2, and then we're going to round it out with someone outside the top 10. Who shall we say? Let's go for Lit Romney on the alternate strategy. Hopefully on the soft and medium strategy, we'll be finishing in P3.
Interesting. So, my top 3, who are guaranteed now to crash out of the race. First, I'm going to go with Scavney. I think Scavney's had it rough the last few weeks. I think his luck will turn around. I think he's just had too many bad weeks as of late, so I think he'll get things turned around. I'm going to go with Night Monkey as well. I think he's, or she, we can't assume. I think Night Monkey is pretty fast. And third, here's the thing with Eric. So Eric tends to stack up the penalties, and I think that's the biggest thing with Belgium. We saw results get pretty manipulated after the race on Monday due to the penalties. So I think Eric will run up front. It's just a matter of staying disciplined. So I'm going to go with Maverick. Maverick obviously has the pace, and I think he'll be on the podium in some shape of form. So yeah, you three, I'm sorry, but usually I tend to jinx my predictions, so hopefully that's not the case, but yeah, it should be interesting. Does it look like anybody's readying up?
Yes, we are at 29, so people should be able to ready up now. I believe Fuselem is a person to be readying up to kick off the formation lap for this Tier 2 race. But we also have to remember, we did get that comment, let me bring it up right now, from Excel Lando. I believe he is in the party with Alt Maverick. He was last week in Hungary. That there is rain at the end of the race tonight. So that should be very interesting, and it will show or throw up any amount of surprises for this race.
Yeah, and looks like we have a fan for Zenith in the chat. So Zenith getting some cheers. Yeah, Zenith's been good as of late. Joining Tier 2 midway through the season, and I remember after Austria, after he had that amazing race, we were joking that he could still win the championship if he just goes out and wins every race the rest of the season. But yeah, he's had a good season so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the podium as well. I mean, Belgium is crazy. You have areas on the track that are some of the most difficult areas in Formula One. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see anybody on the podium this race.
Yeah, most definitely. It's Eric kicking off the formation lap in his Mercedes. We're going to bring up the tires right now. So yes, as everyone should know, the top 10 are all on softs, as well as Bark School down in 18th. But we do have one very interesting tire choice tonight. Terminal Deity in the Williams P12 on the hard compound tires. I wonder what he's trying to do here. Maybe, just maybe, trying to take those hard tires to that rain period. But the rest, and actually a high tower as well on those the hard tires. Sorry. But yeah, everyone else outside the top 10, besides Bark School, High Tower, and Terminal Deity, are all on the medium tires, which I would have expected. So maybe Terminal Deity and High Tower are just a little bit overestimating when the rain will come, and the rest of the people are going to be expecting the rain to be around lap 14 or 15, so they can pit and go to the intermediates or the full wets. Not exactly sure on the severity of the downpour, but yeah. So it's Eric. I believe his first pole position of the season. Not entirely sure. I don't have the stats up next to me, but still. But yeah, it's Eric, Night Monkey, Zenith, Alt Maverick, RC, Soy Loco, Scavney, Sam, Mr. Baboon, and Biga, the top 10. It should be an interesting race for them. They should be pitting probably around lap 8, I'd say. I'd personally pit around lap 6 because the tires start to fall off just a bit. But yeah, around lap 7 or 8 for those 10.
Yeah, so we see kind of a split that I was mentioning before. You see the top 10 all on softs, but really after that, it's kind of a range between mediums or hards. And I actually really like that hard tire strategy. I think that you could go softs to hards and make it work. That's actually what I did on Monday. And I noticed that the hards at the end of the race were still pretty vibrant and were really still alive. And I think it could work in the reverse strategy too. Say that you start on the hards and you finish with the softs. I think that could be great. But I think it's also a win-win situation if you get the rain, like you mentioned. I think if Terminal Deity just uses those hards till the rain comes and everybody has to come in again for rain tires, that could be a huge win for both he and High Tower, who are on the hards right now.
Yeah, most definitely, as Mr. Bloom has formed up on the back of the grid in his Ferrari, subbing in for Puff Digital, who is third in the championship right now. But as the 5 red lights are coming on in front of the drivers, a very long hold there from the race director. Now the lights are out, and now going down towards turn 1 as McLaren is speared off into the wall. They have completely lost their front wing. He is not out though, but it's Eric getting a very good start there from pole position, and we already have a virtual safety car. We haven't even made it out of turn 1.
I believe that was Fuzz who went around at the start. You got to wonder, maybe he just had too much wheel spin and just was too anxious and just spun out. It's just very weird to spin out right at the start. But yeah, already a virtual safety car, and that's kind of what I was mentioning before. These guys are anxious. It's Belgium. It's a great track, and we'll see mistakes early on. But yeah, it looks like Eric got off to a pretty good start. It looks like he's at the front. So we'll see if anybody got damaged. I don't think anybody did, but we'll
yeah,
see.
the timing right now just resetting itself as everyone crosses the first sector split. It's Eric has, interestingly enough, gone under on fuel. Normally at Belgium, you use quite a lot of fuel. I believe after the safety cars, I had two laps extra of fuel. But Bark School and Hightower now both have 5-second penalties. Hightower got one for for contact with Mr. Bloom, I believe. And then Bark School getting one for ignoring yellow flags. But now it's Eric is going to be trying to run away already, going through the very end of this middle sector here at Spa, going through Stavelot right now, and now through turn 16. But yeah, he already almost has a 10-second, or not a 10-second, a 1-second gap to Night Monkey, already extending that gap outside of DRS range. But Alt Maverick is already on the back, making it past Jin on the start there. Into turn 1. Didn't quite catch that because of the craziness down at the back. But yeah, Alt Maverick is closing in on Night Monkey. Night Monkey not really having the straight line speed. Just losing out a few tenths there to It's Eric. Night Monkey not having the strongest of race pace so far. But the rest of the field is pretty close, as we do have a yellow flag. I believe that's Fuselim. Yeah, the timing jumping all over the place here. Those are reserves, I believe. But yeah, it's Eric, currently down in 9th place, which is not entirely correct for the man who's actually currently leading this race. Ooh, someone's off. Who was that? That's a Haas. Is that Alt Maverick?
Yes, it is.
Alt Maverick is off. He's lost his left end plate. This is going to be a terrible race for the championship leader from this point. Hopefully he can get back maybe with a safety car later into the race. But yeah, it's Alt Maverick making a costly mistake there, going through Radion, trying to get back to the front here. Gap's jumping still a little bit, but Night Monkey is closed in just a little bit. Got that gap back down to 1.1. It's Eric is known for picking up penalties, and I'm sure Night Monkey should know that. But Jin is going to be promoted back up into P3 with Alt Maverick spin, and then it's going to be Soy Loco, and then the second racing point. Soy Loco in a little bit of a racing point sandwich here in P4. Now Arbig, who's made it actually an incredible start from P10, he's up into P6. Sam. That's a yellow flag for nothing. Oh, Sam's lost it. Oh, he's into the wall. I don't believe he's lost his end plate amazingly enough, which is he'll be very, very thankful that. Oh, Terminal Daity's off. Daity's lost his end plate and is in the wall.
Oh.
Yeah,
Lots
as you mentioned,
mistakes being made.
He's holding up Romney here. Oh, Terminal Daddy on the grass. Monkey Mafia is coming through. He's gonna. Ooh. Yeah,
Terminal Daddy almost hitting the wall.
Yeah, yeah, but as you mentioned, there are going to be a lot of incidents, a lot of mistakes here at the longest track on the circuit, one of the most, longest track on the calendar, one of the most difficult tracks on the calendar, with a lot of difficult corners, as you mentioned, a lot of iconic corners. But yeah, it's Eric's steadily keeping that gap steady at around 1 second to Night Monkey, and then you have Jin at 2.1 behind with Alt Maverick spinning, and then Soy Loco, RC, Biga all in the DRS range of each other, and then Scavney 1.9 back. Scavney really has to make up for Alt Maverick's. Oh, Monkey Mafia's off.
Let's see. Oh, it's in Radion. So we have our first victim of that area of the track. I want to bring up Alt Maverick. Packer, I think you remember last week. We are basically in a deja vu situation. In the first 2 laps last week, Alt Maverick got wing damage, had to pit, and he marched through the field and won the race. So, you know, I'm not ready to count off Alt Maverick. This is probably because I picked him, but I'm not ready to count him out yet because we saw him do it last week. So, yeah, a lot of drivers making mistakes, and looks like Eric, though, is off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, but thankfully enough, for Scavney, second place in the championship, who really needs to get on a charge in the second half of the season, is only a VSC for Monkey Mafia's crash. The first one claimed by Radion this week so far in ZOR. But yeah, Scavney really has to pick up the pace here. He's 2 seconds behind Arbig, or was when the VSC came out. But at 1.8 now as the VSC has ended. But Scavney really needs to pick up the pace here and get in the DRS of Janet, Soy Loco, RC, and Biga.
Yeah, this would be huge for Scavney if he's able to work his way through the field, get points, and finish ahead of Maverick, because obviously that gap in the championship is really extended. But he is just outside of DRS, and DRS is huge here with how much straight line speed you have at this track. So Scavney right now just needs a little bit more. We have a train from about 3rd to 6th. You have that Racing Point sandwich with Soy Loco and Biga right behind them. But yeah, Scavney just needs a little bit more to get within DRS range.
Yeah, Scavney 1.8 Oh, who's that off? Is that... Oh, that's Soy Loco. Soy Loco making a mistake there. I don't believe he hit the wall. Trying to keep up his momentum. But yeah, RC has gotten past the Williams of Soy Loco. Biga is now 2 seconds behind. He might have made a mistake as well, as Scavney is actually within half a second of this Ferrari of Biga. Adri Lockdown getting past Lit Romney. Adri setting the purple first sector into Lake Com. But yeah, Biga and Soy Loco both making costly mistakes. Soy Loco losing a position. It's Eric out in the lead, picking up his first penalty. I mean, we kind of really expected it at this point in the season, but now Biga has lost a lot of time to the 3 guys in front of him. RC has actually lost DRS range with Soy Loco's mistake to his teammate of Jinnit. I wonder if Jinnit will be slowing down just ever so slightly to give RC C7 to help defend from Soy Loco and give him that DRS and help tow him along. I don't think Jinnit will be doing that, but it would be RC will be absolutely hoping for it, trying to make up 2.5 tenths in this 3rd sector. A lot of other close battles here. Adri is 2 tenths. He's right up behind Mr. Baboon coming through curb. Paul Frere. He's going to be going to the outside here for Blanchimont. Turn 17. We saw a move here from Dylan making contact with one of the Mercedes, I believe, of Joshua on Monday. Monkey Mafia has left the session now with his crash. But Adri getting that move done pretty fair and square on the Alfa Romeo of Mr. Baboon. Now Adri, the highest runner-up on the medium tires, is going to be trying to close down Biga and Scavney.
Yeah, and we've noticed that the train from like 3rd to 6th have really separated out from those mistakes made through Radion. And yeah, RC looks like he is within DRS range, so this will help him get up to Jinnit. Looks like Soy Loco is just inside of DRS range of RC as well, so this train could get back together. I don't know about Biga though. Biga's a little far back, but Scavney looking to get by Biga right now. He is all over the back of him right now.
Yeah, Wolfsburg going to the looking to go to the outside there on the Camel Straight. Now going to the inside here for Lake Com. He's on the medium tires just to the back wheel of Barkskool. Barkskool giving him a lot of room there, being pretty fair with the Haas driver. But Wolfsburg not going to be able to get that move done through Lake Com. Now going back up towards the front of the field, Scavney is half a second back off of Biga, going through Puan now down to 7th, 6th gear there for Scavney in the dirty air of Biga. Biga only staying in 7th gear and now up to 8th. For Campus Chicane. Biga defending very, very nicely here from 2nd place in the championship. Now Soy Loco is on the back of RC. RC only losing about 2 tenths on this lap so far to his teammate of Jinnit in the second. His teammate Lit Romney is on the back of Mr. Baboon as Adri Lockdown has gotten past these 2 drivers. Lit Romney right now is, I'd say, on the better strategy out of these 2. Mr. Baboon starting on the soft tires. Lit Romney touched the curb! Lit Romney has lost his left end plate after touching the curb. Turn 18. That's not going to be ideal for him. He's going into the wall again as other people go through. He's going to have to watch out for Sam M behind. I don't think that they will make contact. Yeah, Sam M has cleared him. But yeah, Lit Romney making a costly mistake there. He was the 2nd man on the medium tires. Now Wolfsburg is going to be forced into that position now, down in 11th place. 2nd person on the medium tires. Adri right now is leading the charge of the medium runners into P8. Terminal Deity picking up a penalty. Scavney's on the back of Biga coming here onto the Camel Straight. He's going to the outside for Lake Com. Biga is going to have to give that up. He was already past Scavney going into Lake Com. Now Scavney going to have to try and close down and capitalize on Alt Maverick's mistake into these, what is 3rd, 4th, and 5th here.
It looks like Eric has gotten passed by Night Monkey for the lead, so Night Monkey now out in front. And remember that Eric already has a penalty.
Yeah, Night Monkey making that move very, very swiftly we are on lap 6 right now of the Belgian Grand Prix. Mr. Bloom, it's Eric picking up his second penalty
Oh
already in
no.
6 laps. That is not too good for the Mercedes man. It's Eric on pole position. Pretty much a pretty dominant qualifying. A 10.5 to Night Monkey. Night Monkey now showing their pace in the race over It's Eric. It's Eric seems to be quite the quality merchant, I'd say. Soy Loco is going past RC7 on the grass through Blanchamont. Now through this left-hander we saw, RC sweeping back around the outside of the Williams man. Now into the bus stop chicane. Soy Loco's not going to be going for that move. RC defending on the inside line, just locking up there. RC is going to be pulling into the pits. That's not ideal. It's Eric is also into the pits. He's going to the hard tires. It's Eric is going to the hard tires in his Mercedes. I don't think that's the best idea really, because the mediums can make it to the end from here.
I'm interested to see just the longevity of the mediums at the end. They can make it to the end. I'm just interested to see how fast Eric will be at the end. We saw a big difference on Monday between the mediums and the hards at the very end of the race. So this could be a good decision. Eric already having a lot of penalties to work with. But we'll have to see what people like Night Monkey and Zenith and all those people do with guys like Eric already coming in and pitting.
Yeah, it's Eric pitting from second place on the road as Adri Locktech has gotten past our big through Lecom on those medium tires. But yeah, it's Eric going onto the hard tires, which I don't really see why he would have done that, because those mediums are very, very consistent and can make it to the end. And there's going to be rain at the end of the race, so that would even that would help him if he went under the medium tires here. Pitting, yeah, as I said, from second place, but now he's going to have to try and close down Night Monkey, try and undercut him, which I don't really see happening because those hard tires are just not it for the rest of this race.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens, but somebody I want to keep an eye on is Maverick, because Maverick already came in and pit, and he's on the hard, so he really does not have to pit again. So, and obviously he has the pace, so he could work his way up through the field because he does not have to pit again. I think it's just going to come down to the rain at this point.
Yeah, most definitely the championship leader of all Maverick having a spin at Radion on lap, what was it, 2? After the VSC restart, as Night Monkey is coming, and so is Soy Loco. Both of them trying to protect from the undercut here from It's Eric and RC respectively. RC had to serve a 5-second penalty though. But they're also going to have to look out for Scavney in the McLaren. Second place in the championship, looking to make up positions here. Maybe from mistakes from Eric in terms of the pit strategy. But yeah, everybody else is going onto the medium tires. I think that's a smart decision from the rest of the field. But It's Eric has actually undercut Night Monkey by a few tenths there. Night Monkey coming out 8.5 tenths out behind Eric, but he's going to be on the medium tires, so his tires are going to be in a lot better condition to make a move, but he has almost no ERS. It's Eric actually has 0 ERS. Night Monkey only on 22%, so It's Eric, no ERS, probably most likely making the wrong strategy call here and picking up penalties. He's really thrown his pole position kind of out the window.
Yeah, and I would understand, like, if you had ERS to work with the hard tires and you could balance at the end of the race, but like you said, Eric has really been aggressive with his ERS and has basically used all of it, so yeah, this will be hard to do because he already has 2 penalties on the hard tires with no ERS, so I think he's going to need a safety car to turn things around and find a way to pull away from everybody else.
And we do have something very, very interesting in the comments coming from the race engineer of Alt Maverick, the championship leader. Alt Maverick having throttle issues, losing 10 to 20 miles an hour ever so often. So that's not going to be good for his fight back through the field after getting that wing damage up through Ratty. And now Soy Loco picking up a penalty down in P7. He's also quite known for picking up penalties. He lost a race victory to Alt Maverick, funny enough. In France on time penalties towards at the end of that Grand Prix. Both of them were fighting very close on track. It's at Adri Lockdock will now take the on track race lead as Zenith and Arbiga both pit from their soft tires. Both of them I believe going on to the medium compound. That is a pretty smart decision for both of them as well on lap 9, so they should be able to take it. Take these tires to the rain. Zenith coming out in front of Bark School and Soy Loco, which I believe where he was. Soy Loco is going to have to clear the traffic That is Bark School in the Red Bull. He's on the soft tires, taking those tires 8 laps so far. So he has not pit yet. So he's up into P5 right now. But yeah, Night Monkey is past its Eric into Laycom. Missed it again. Sorry to Night Monkey when you, or if you watch this race back. But yeah, Night Monkey having a pretty big lock up there, actually, going through the downhill hairpin. But yeah, Night Monkey should be able to take this lead and then try and pull away.
So it looks like Wolfsburg still out there on those mediums. We could see something like last week with RC where he really extends those tires. RC last week did not get a safety car. We could see it this week, but you got to keep in mind the rain too. We got to see how far Wolfsburg can reach these mediums out for, maybe like 15 or 16 laps. Maybe he could do that, and if the rain comes sooner than we think, Wolfsburg could be in a really good position.
Yeah, most definitely. He's going to be on the softs towards the later halves of these, the Grand Prix, or he could be making the one-stop medium to intermediates work. Barstool, on the other hand, definitely will not be making that work. There's no way he could get these soft tires towards the end of the race unless it starts chucking it down right now, as Night Monkey making... Ooh, yeah, as I said, Barstool coming into the pits right now, almost hitting the wall there with his overtake on, coming into the pit lane. But yeah, Night Monkey taking the lead in Laycom last lap, and then trying to run away with it, setting fastest lap. It's Eric is still within the DRS, 6/10 back off the Alpha Tower, coming through Radian now. It's Eric maybe looking to make a move here, only on 5% ERS. Night Monkey has 20% to defend with. It's Eric still very, very low on his fuel. Maybe trying to use that as a pace advantage, but he's not going to be able to use any rich on the straight, as one of the Renaults has crashed or made a mistake. But Wolfsburg, Scabney going to the outside of Wolfsburg for the Camel Straight, and now into Lake Com. He's going to be getting that move done. That's a very crucial move. For second place in the championship, just trying to clear traffic and stay with Scabney, 4.8 back. Or 4.8 back is Scavney off of Soy Loco right now. I believe one of the Renaults made a mistake. That might have been Adri. Or no, it was Hightower. I believe
that was Hightower, yeah.
Yeah, another yellow flag there in the heart of the middle sector. But yeah, it's Eric being passed by Night Monkey last lap, but has stayed within the DRS range barely of Night Monkey in front of him. I would have thought as actually RC has picked up a penalty, his first down in P8. But yeah, I thought it's Eric would have dropped out of the DRS range already, as Mr. Bloom has retired. We're not going to be able to see that. Was that going to be a safety car?
It could be. Looks like he crashed in that tricky area. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't believe we'll get one.
No, I do not believe so. It's been quite a while. Night Monkey, I've actually noticed, has been locking up quite a lot on those medium tires. Maybe not working very well for him in the Alpha Tauri. Still hasn't dropped it's Eric out of DRS. It's Eric on those hard tires, pitting a lap earlier than Night Monkey. Not very many battles close, as our big is somewhat on the back of RC7, down in P9, 6/10 back off the racing point. But besides the battle for what is the net lead, I don't really see any other battles.
Yeah, Bigot right now does have DRS closing pretty quick on RC. He could get this done. He's going to make a move. Oh.
Ooh, he's lost on that. Oh.
Oh.
Terminal Deity hit him.
Oh, no.
Wait, I want to go back to Fuselum here. The onboard shot of Fuselum. I believe Hightower lost it up, going up Eau Rouge, and hit the left side wall, and then Terminal Deity has collected him in the Williams. Yeah. So, that is a scary crash. I hope both of them are okay.
Yeah, I saw that. That was very interesting. But hey, Adri, I know Adri obviously is a reserve, but Adri really won out of this deal. Stayed out, did the reverse strategy, and is in the lead. Like I said, he's just a reserve, but good stuff for Adri, as well as Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg getting a lot of track position by getting the safety car. Could have benefited maybe if it went a little bit longer, but I think this is a win-win either way. So looks like Adri coming into the pits as well. Probably Wolfsburg will as well, but yeah, this just puts a wrench into everything. Eric pitting.
I think that is the right call from everyone who pits right now. Night Monkey staying out on his on their medium tires. Adri coming into the pit lane for soft tires. That is really the only compound he could go onto. But with the rain coming, I'm guessing very, very soon, it started to cloud over once again over Spa-Francorchamps. Yeah, Adri going on soft tires. I think that's the right call. Scavney taking track position. I think that's also smart from him because Alt Maverick, ooh, that's close between those two. But yeah, Scavney's going to be taking track position. That's smart for him. He's making up positions on Alt Maverick, who has pit from his hard tires. But yeah, Eric going on to fresh mediums. I think he would have went on to the fresh soft tires. Wolfsburg, though, interestingly enough, not pitting. I think he's going to be trying to take those to the wet conditions. RC not pitting. Biga not pitting. Jinnit going onto the soft tires. I think that's smart for him. He's going to be behind a lot of people, though. Soy Loco pitting onto the medium tires. Mr. Baboon not pitting. Bark Skull pitting just a lap ago. Sam M and the other Red Bull pitting 2 laps ago. But Alt Maverick, GP Colin, Fuselim, all on the soft tires. Lit Romney right now coming into the pit lane. I'm guessing for soft tires as the Mercedes crew runs out. No, he's going to be going onto the mediums all the way down at the back of the field. But yeah. Look how much this safety car has thrown a wrench into everyone's strategy.
Yeah, this could not have come at a more weird time because if you look at the skies, it is getting very cloudy and we haven't reached the rain yet, but from the looks of it, it might come in the next 5 laps or so. So I think putting on the softs is actually a smart move because I doubt we're going to get to the end. Maybe the rain will hold off, but these guys have really darkened up in the last 2 or 3 laps or so especially. But this really helps guys like Maverick, who had an issue before. Now he'll be back with the entire group, although he is having throttle problems of sorts. But this puts him right with everybody else. And like I said, he's on the soft tires. He'll be on the fastest compound. So this could really save his race. Sam not having the best race. He's up there in the points. This will help him as well. But we have guys, like you said, like Wolfsburg, who stayed out. I think he's really banking on the rain.
Yeah, most definitely. He hasn't changed compounds yet. Starting on that same set of medium tires. Night Monkey pitting just a few laps ago onto those medium tires from his soft. Adri Lockdock started on the medium tires. He was 7.2 seconds out in the lead when the safety car came out. He has pitted onto the soft compound tires now. Scavney pit from his soft tires starting P7. He is now in P3. He pit from mediums under green. And now has taken track position instead of pitting for tires. It's Eric, pitted from what was net second place, is now 4th place on the track. He's on those fresh mediums. They should be better than Scavney's and Night Monkeys, but they won't have that much of an advantage. But Wolfsburg on 12-lap-old mediums. Those are going to be absolutely dead on the safety car. Actually, he's spun, or he's half spun. He hasn't spun enough to lose any positions, though. But yeah, Wolfsburg, those tires are just not that good. Normally, you take those tires a max of 14 laps. He's already taken them 12, and the safety car restart is going to be this lap, I think.
Yeah. Packer, just give me 30 seconds and I'll be right back. But yeah, this definitely puts a wrench into the whole race.
Yeah, most definitely. As Camden will take a little bit of a break. But yeah. Lit Romney right now closing up to the back of the field on the medium tires. He's going to be looking to try and make up positions. I don't think he'll make up that many with Alt Maverick, the championship leader, on the soft tires, on those fresh soft tires, not using them in qualifying, I do not believe. And then you have GP Khan and Fuselim. Those are both reserves, so they will not be scoring any points. Lit Romney is actually a Tier 2 driver, so he's going to be all the way down in what is last place with the crash with Terminal Deity and Hightower. And then you have Sam M and Bark Skull, the 2 Red Bulls. Both of them did not pit under the safety car. But also the Alfa Romeo in front of those two did not pit under the safety car. But Soy Loco, who I think started P3, P9 right now on those medium tires. And then you have Jinnit on the soft tires. He pit onto those fresh softs. He's going to be restarting P8 here in Belgium. So he should have a really good shot at making up a lot of positions going into the intermediate period, which I'm sure will come in the next few laps. But yeah, a lot of people to look out here for. But also we have to look out for Wolfsburg. I want to see what he can do on those very, very old medium tires, as the safety car is now confirmed in this lap. Let's see what Night Monkey will do at the front of the field, trying to shake off the other 15 drivers on the safety car restart.
Yeah, and it looks like Adri, like we said before, he's a reserve, but he's on those fresh softs, so he could cause problems for Night Monkey if Night Monkey has to battle Adri. This could help Scavney, and remember, Eric is on fresh mediums as well. He does have a couple of penalties, but I don't know if it's going to rain anytime soon necessarily. It looks like through this section of the track, it's still pretty light in the sky, so we'll see if the rain does come in the next few laps. But right now, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, we are now going on to lap 14, as I believe Night Monkey has gone on the safety car restart, getting what looks to be the... Oh, he actually has not gone. That's very interesting from the Alpha Tauri driver. Oh, but Scavney's actually gotten an amazing restart. Adri Lockdock expected... Oh, Adri's on the grass, going very deep into the source. Scavney's still up the inside of the Renault. I wonder what Scavney's going to do here. He has a championship to think about, but it's Eric is going to be behind these two. Wolfsburg not getting the greatest of restarts. He's actually, I think he's past RC there, but so Loco getting past Biga. Biga is going to be now, Janet's right behind the Ferrari of Biga, going down the Camels. Oh my gosh, I am stuttering. On the Camel straight. Janet's should have to back out of this one. Biga's going to be, he's sending her around the outside. That's close. Janet's gotten that move done. Inlet Com, actually, Biga still there. But yeah, Jin has gotten that move on his fresh soft tires. Arbiga still sending. He's fighting for position here. Biga has a penalty, though. Both of them are locking up. Biga going ever so slightly into the back of the racing point. Mr. Baboon just watching on board with him, having a little bit of a lock up there. And no name, but Bark School and All Maverick. All Maverick has gotten past Sam M. He now has to look forward to the second Red Bull. And then the Alfa Romeo of Mr. Baboon. Alt Maverick really trying to make a position here. Actually, Scabney left the session. He's now joined back. He is in P4 right now. He is in AI, so Wolfsburg being held up here. Oh, being squeezed under the grass there. That's very, very dangerous. But yeah, now the rest of the field is to try and get past Scavney as he tries to take control of his car. But look at the gap between Wolfsburg and Eric. It's 3.4 seconds, almost 3.5. RC has gotten past the...
contact!
Oh, that's close. Look at this.
This is also
what goes wrong?
This is a mess from about, what, like 5th to 12th. All because Scavney, having his issues, just stacked up the entire grid.
Oh,
people are making contact.
Mr. Baboon!
And Big is spun. Mr. Baboon
Biggest
is
round.
out.
All Maverick is off the track. He's trying to overtake. Oh, All Maverick has damage, I think.
Oh, and he got a penalty.
All Maverick has a penalty, and he has damage. He's going up the inside of Bark School right now into the source. On the soft tires, Bark School is going to have the advantage in terms of downforce. All Maverick should have the advantage in terms of tire grip. But that was absolutely crazy. Bark School giving that one up to the championship leader of All Maverick, and now looking behind to his teammate, maybe even looking forward. Fuselin behind Sam M. He's going to be going for the move. There's no DRS right now as the second lap of the restart. Adri has finally gotten past Night Monkey on this restart. It's Eric at 1.5 seconds behind, cutting that corner massively. Wolfsburg 4.7 seconds behind, losing so much time. But he is on those tires, so you have to look out for his tire. Where Jenna getting past his Racing Point teammate. RC seems to be just letting him through. Jenna on those better tires. Second place in the championship, only one place in front of Alt Maverick, the championship leader. This race is really not going Scavney's way so far. Jeanette picking up his first penalty, but Scavney right on the back of RC. RC going very, very wide there. He's going to most definitely be picking up warning there at Puan. But Alt Maverick 1.2 seconds behind his championship rival is Scavney. And then the two Red Bulls, Bark School and Sam M, both 4 times back. And then Fuselum on the soft tires. GP Collin on the soft tires. This is really a big train behind Alt Maverick, who has wing damage. And then Lit Romney, Biga, who got tagged going into the bus stop. Soy Loco, who I believe does not have wing damage actually, but he is being he is very, very far back. But look at the gap between third and fourth. Jenna is right on the back of this guy. RC is very, very close as well. He's touching the inside curve. He's going almost wide there off the track. Jenna's going to be looking to the outside for the bus stop. He's just sending it around the outside of Wolfsburg. He's going to get that move done into turn 20. The second part of the bus stop. Wolfsburg is going to be trying to fight him back. T-rating coming out of the last corner. But yeah, RC7 looking to defend and to attack All Maverick. Oh, All Maverick's touched Scavney. Scavney having a little bit of a slide there. He has to correct the car. Having traction issues there. All Maverick is just touching the rear end of a lot of cars here tonight.
Wow.
Scavney is finding this into Rouge. But yeah, Scavney getting tagged there. All Maverick bump passing him and then cutting the corner. That's just disrespect to Scavney and the McLaren. Berkskool is right behind, as well as Sam, Fuzz, and GP Colin all behind. Let Romney just a little bit far back. Fuselim maybe looking for a move here on Sam and the Red Bull. He's not going to be going for it. Who was that? That's Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg has been passed by both racing points. RC picking a penalty. Wonder if Wolfsburg is going to be moving out of the way. Wolfsburg getting out of the way there very interestingly for his teammate. All Maverick going very wide with that wing damage. Scavney going for the outside here for No Name. All Maverick fighting it, just holding everybody up with his wing damage. The top three have gotten so far away. It's 8 seconds to 4th place in Jinnit. RC being 2 seconds back off his teammates. All Maverick just
Maverick
off the track
wide.
everywhere. This is absolutely
Maverick really
crazy.
holding these
Scavney
guys
going
up.
to the outside of campus. He's not going to be able to get that move done now. Doing the switchback on the inside curb quite a lot with his entire car. All Maverick almost touching the back of the left rear of Scavney there. Now through. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely crazy. And now through Stavolo. All Maverick just running wide absolutely everywhere. He's into the wall almost. He touches the wall there. He's not going to be picking up any damage. Now taking his wheel off. That's very lucky for the championship leader. He could lose so many points here tonight. I think he should just pit unless the rain comes absolutely right now. But it doesn't look like it. I don't.
Lit Romney big, very close there with GP Colin. This is just a mess in the midfield right now. We have contact Maverick in the pits, like you mentioned. So this is not a good race for him. But luckily, Scavney not too far up in front. Yeah, that I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, Arbega getting past the Mercedes of Lit Romney up into P10 after being tagged at the bus stop chicane. All Maverick, as he mentioned, pitting. He's going to be taking wing change and going onto the medium tires. I don't think he has any fresh soft softs. But yeah, Adri in the lead of this race. He's a reserve. He's not going to be scoring any points. 1.2 seconds in front of Night Monkey. Night Monkey currently in the race. What is the race lead? 1.2 seconds behind Adri. And then it's Eric, 1.3 seconds. He has 2 penalties though. Jinnit, 7.2 back. I think he has a penalty as well as RC. I'm not too sure if Scavney has any pens, but he'll only be able to capitalize on RC. So it's Eric looks to be having a second place here, wrapped up all well and good. But I wonder where that rain is from the race engineer of Alt Maverick. It doesn't look like. Oh, there's yellow flag. Berkskool's around. Oh,
and
GP hit him.
Oh no! Oh, a safety car. Are you kidding? That's insane. This just throws a wrench into everything again.
Yeah,
what is
absolutely
going on?
Crazy. Oh my. Yeah, I don't think anyone really should be pitting here. They're going to be taking.
Maverick catches a break again. He just pit and gets another safety car. That's insane. He gets another break.
That's absolutely insane. So Loco getting a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. He's going to have to serve that on the restart. I wonder with the safety car though, is that going to bring the rain into play?
Yeah, I mean, this slows everything down. Night Monkey does not. Oh no, Eric just hit the wall coming into pit road. I think he has to. Does he have wing damage? He just hit the wall coming into pit road. He is pitting, which I think is a great call. Don't think he's repairing any wing damage, but he did hit the wall on pit entrance. Night Monkey choosing to stay out, which I think is going to be an interesting decision. Not many laps left. Looks like RC staying out, both Racing Points staying out. Stam coming into pit. Wolfsburg finally pitting on 17-lap medium tires. I don't know what this could result to. Night Monkey still in good position, but Jinnit's still on the softs. I think those softs still have some life left in them, so this is this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, so Jinnit, who is currently in net P2 with Adri not going to be scoring points. He will be moved out of the way for these tier 2 guys. But yeah, Jinnit in what is a P2. He's going to be on those fresh soft tires. Night Monkey on 9-lap old mediums. Jinnit on 5-lap old softs. Jinnit's tires should probably be dying off in the next 2 to 3 laps here. So about where the restart is for this safety car. So Jinnit is really going to have to make this move quite quickly. He has his teammate behind in RC who can hold off Scavney. But Night Monkey, Jinnit, and RC all have penalties. So I wonder if Scavney can take advantage of that and score some really big points on his championship rival of All Maverick, who's down in 12th. But yeah, Who pit here? It's Eric Pitt for soft tires. I don't think that was the right call considering he has those two penalties. He put on the first soft tires. So that could be good for him. I don't know if he got a wing change or not. Lit Romney in P8 on the second Mercedes, that is, on those medium tires. Wolfsburg, he pit off his 17-lap-old medium tires. He had to pit unless he thought there was going to be rain towards the very end of this race. But then Soy Loco on 6-lap-old mediums. Sam M had to pit for wing damage. Alt Maverick had to pit for wing damage as well earlier before the safety car. Soy Loco slowing down quite a lot there. Maybe hoping to get tire temperature. And then Fuselim, I know, had to pit for wing damage. I wonder if the safety car is going to be restarting here because Fuselim is to the back of the pack now. It will not be going in.
Yeah, so I don't think Eric is in trouble just yet. He does have a few penalties, but we've had a lot of penalties develop in the last 10 laps or so. A lot of these guys up front do have penalties, so I don't know if that will necessarily be an issue. I think Eric right now is losing the track position battle. He is pretty far back right now. He's in 7th place, so he has to make up a lot of spots in a little amount of time. You have a lot of stories. Night Monkey, first start of the year, Night Monkey looking for the first win on the season. Zenith with those fresher soft tires, I think they're still considered fresher right now. I think there's still life left in them. Zenith looking for another win. RC looking for another podium, could be in position for a win. Those tires are a little old. You have Scabney who's trying to get all the points he can on Maverick because he's lost a ton of points in the last few weeks. So this is going to be an insane restart with only, it looks like it will be 3 laps remaining when we get the safety car in the pits.
Yeah, most definitely. I did just have a little look at the penalty situation. Night Monkey, Adri and Night Monkey are both clean. Zenith
Wow.
I believe, I'm just gonna actually take a look right now. I believe Zenith has one 3-second time penalty. So he is not, clean. RC, has 1, 2, 3, 4 penalties. So there's no way he's gonna be on the podium. Unless something absolutely crazy happened. Scabney looking to have a podium here. He's completely clean, not even a warning. Our big has on 2 warnings, so he's going to be stressing to not get that penalty and not get that first penalty and try and make up positions on the 3 guys in front of him. It's Eric. I mean, we could have really guessed it. He's on 3 penalties. Lit Romney, the second Mercedes. Mercedes seems absolutely attracted to picking up 3-second time penalties. He is also on 3. Wolfsburg is on a penalty. On what was his alternate strategy. Soy Loco is on 1 in an invalidated lap time. Sam M in the Red Bull on 2 warnings. Alt Maverick, the championship leader, is on 2 penalties. I'm guessing that was from his wing damage because they were both in his soft tire stint. Fuselim is on a penalty and a 5-second time penalty.
Yeah, so a quick shout out to Mercedes right now. They're both P7 and P8. Actually, P6 and P7 with Adri at the front. And obviously penalties will shake up the field. But right now, Mercedes is P9 in Constructors, so they really need all the points they can get. But here we go. Safety car is in this lap. And like I said at the beginning, this is Belgium. A lot of people's favorite tracks. Everybody's bunched up. A lot of people pretty similar in tire wear, so this will be very crazy, I have a feeling.
I don't think I've been this excited for a safety car restart in my entire life. But going on to lap 20, it's going to be a 3-lap sprint to the end. We will have DRS on the very final lap. Look at the sky, though. As Adri has gone on his soft tires, the sky it seems to be clouding over for what seems to be the 1,000th time tonight. But yeah, Adri has gotten a good restart there on his soft tires. Night Monkey not making the most. Oh, Night Monkey's a little bit off the racing line there, just maybe hitting his overtake too early. Jin is going to have to try and capitalize off of that. RC7 with his 4 penalties. He is down to P4. Oh, biggest pass. Scabney's gone very, very deep into turn 1, though. Scabney just getting blocked off there. It seems to be a block pass. It's Eric is going to be going to the inside of turn 2. He's going to get past both of them, I think. Scabney is in the slipstream of It's Eric. Is going to be going almost side by side through Eau Rouge and Radion. It's Eric cutting the corner. Look, Romney is past Scabney. Scabney is just falling back. Look, the Wolfsburg as well. And Soy Locos, who's a little bit too far back. Wolfsburg, I don't think is going to be making a move here. It's Eric is going to be going past. It's raining. It's raining as well.
Yep, I was just about to say it is raining. This is insane.
Yeah,
Oh
Scavney's on the inside of
goodness.
Lit Romney there. Scavney's just falling and falling and falling. Lit Romney has been past him. It's our Big has passed him. It's Eric has passed all three of them. But then it's Racing Point. What would be a 2-3 here? They're both on the podium. Night Monkey is right on the back of Adri. I don't think Jinnit is going to be able to get this win off of Night Monkey. But then RC, who's playing the rear gunner for Jinnit. It is raining just very slightly, though. And then it's Eric, a second back. Our Bigga, 1.3 off. Ooh, it's Eric is off the... He's in the gravel. Look out for our Bigga. He's going to be close to Stavlo. Not going to be close enough to make a move. He has gained almost a second on. It's Eric there going through the campus chicane. And then Lit Romney 1.3 back. Scavney's right on the back of Lit Romney here. I don't think he has the ability to wait. Lit Romney is already derating, going through Blanchimont. Scavney going around the outside of Blanchimont there. In his McLaren, now going into the bus stop. Scavney hoping not... well, Scavney... making a good move there. But Alt Maverick has passed his teammate. He's also passed Soy Loco. Soy Loco's into the pit lane. He's serving his drive-through right now. Sam is not going to be last on track besides Soy Loco, who's serving his drive-through penalty. This restart not really living up to what it could have been, with Scavney just falling so far back. He's not going to be able to make or capitalize on really anyone's penalties besides maybe RC's and Eric's. But yeah, Scavney in P7 right now. Alt Maverick just behind Lit Romney. Alt Maverick is going to have to try and get past Lit Romney and then past Scavney on track if he wants to have any chance of getting points on his championship rival. And then you have Wolfsburg, the second half on the soft tires. But it is starting to rain even harder here in Belgium. Night Monkey just keeping his distance ever so from Adri, who is on track on the race lead. But yeah, the gaps are seeming to extend, except for the one between RC and Eric. Eric is closing down RC for this, what would be the last podium position on track, because Alt Maverick has picked up his third time penalty. He's going to be so close to the back of Lit Romney. Alt Maverick had to pit onto those medium tires under the safety, or just before the safety car. Yeah, he's not close enough to make a move here in the middle sector or anything, but yeah, it's Eric just closing in on RC.
Oh, RC goes wide. Here comes Eric.
Yeah, it's Eric, RC just touching the gravel there, at Stavlo. It's Eric in the Mercedes, going to be trying to make a move past RC just closing that off. A yellow flag. He's off. Scavney's out. Scavney is out in the McLaren. We're going to go on board with Soy Loco to see that he is off at Curb Paul Frere. Oh, that's absolutely devastating for the championship contender. He's going to be scoring no points here tonight. This is going to be so good for Alt Maverick. Who has wing damage? Someone has wing damage, I think. Oh, Alt Maverick's off.
Oh my gosh. Just when Scavney had his issues. And by the way, DRS will be active. And Jinnit is within 1 second of Night Monkey. He is falling back a little bit, but he has gained a lot of time. The rain is still pretty
That Monkey
relevant.
picks up a penalty.
Oh, well, that changes things.
Oh,
if
Jinnit didn't
can
get DRS,
within
though.
DRS, yeah, he's out of it.
Yeah, but Fuselem on Wolfsburg here is absolutely chucking it down with DRS enabled. I wonder if it's going to be disabled here. Fuselem going to the outside of Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg knows that Fuselem is not going to be scoring points. So he's just going to allow him the outside for the chemistry and now into Lake Con. But now he has his teammate behind him once again. I believe this is like around the third time, but Wolfsburg going very, very wide there, letting his teammate of Alt Maverick through. I think that's a smart play for the Drivers' Championship and for the Constructors as well. But again, it's Eric coming through the heart of this middle sector, going down the hill towards Pouan. It's Eric is within 2/10 of RC in the Racing Point. It's Eric taking it very, very cautiously. He's almost out of fuel, it looks like, in his Mercedes. Jinnit is 1.2 off the back of Night Monkey. I think Night Monkey has this race win wrapped up. And then RC, he is currently third. With Adri moved out of the way. Jinnit picks up his second penalty. I don't think that's really going to affect him because RC and It's Eric both have more than him. It's Eric going very, very wide. Just using all of the track that he can, using all his ERS that he can. RC is going to be defending with his 6% ERS. Now going through Blanchimont turn 18. Oh, it's Eric going very, very wide there off the track there. He's picking up his fourth penalty. He's going to be going for it to the outside of RC for the bus stop chicane. A little bit of contact there. As Night Monkey's off. Night Monkey's off.
He just spun out. Jinnit's going to win the race.
Jinnit's taking the race win. RC, I think it's going to be taking P. What would be
Oh
P2 here?
no!
Our Bigga is taking second place. RC
What?
is going to be taking his second podium in a row.
What just happened?
With Night Monkey has spun off in the last
Wait,
lap.
Racing Point double podium.
It's going to
Wow!
be. Oh my!
What just happened? Jinnit wins. Night Monkey, I can't imagine what Night Monkey is feeling right now. Last corner, spun off. Oh, man, that is disappointing. I feel very, very bad. Adri did win, but like we got to remind people, he is a reserve, so Jinnit technically does get the win.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, oh my, Jinnit double podium for Racing Point. Jinnit taking his second race win of the Tier 2 season, and then Arbiga from 10th on the grid in second place there, and then RC7 in third place. As I mentioned earlier, picking up his second podium of the season. I don't think you could script that race, but if you could, I think you deserve at least $1 million. But yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was insane. But yeah, Jinnit on 2 penalties. Arbiga eventually in the end picking up that third and final warning for what would be his time penalty. And RC in third place. Fuselim, he's reserved. He's going to be moved out of the way. So that means Night Monkey finishing P4 after looking absolutely, well, not dominant, but he definitely had the race pace and the situation to win that Grand Prix. And then Wolfsburg picking up a very, very good P5 from 14th on the grid. He's in it for a shout of driver of the day. And then Sam M in P6. It's Eric from pole position, only finishing P7. Alt Maverick, the championship leader, is going to be finishing in P8. That's good point. It even looked like Scavney was going to be maybe even on the podium here tonight, but then crashing out on the second to last lap. So Alt Maverick is going to be extending his championship lead to 55 points. And then Lit Romney picking up what would be 2 points for Mercedes. And then Soy Loco picking up the last points position. That race was insane.
Hey, Wolfsburg, top 5 finish. Great run for him. This will help him in the points. He is P15 in the points right now, so this will boost him tremendously. But yeah, Racing Point with a huge day. They got P1 and P3. They're going to end up with 35 points. Yeah, that's huge. I don't even know what to say. That is, we've seen a lot of great races this season, but this is definitely the best one. And a shout out to Adri too. I know he's a reserve, but penalties cost him from getting a podium on Monday, and he got no penalties. So great stuff from Adri. But yeah, so Jinnit, Biga, and RC on the podium. RC 2 weeks in a row on the podium. This will help him in points.
Yeah, just putting in the general chat that has easily been the best race that I've commentated on in my very, very short commentating career. Yeah, I don't even know what to say after that one. We have to get the people in for interviews, so I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, so I think Ken and I are going to take a little bit of a break, then come back in probably around 2 minutes. Camden, can you add Jeanette, please? I just cannot find anyone. Okay. Oh, oh, it's Bigga. Big is already in here, right? I believe. Okay. Yeah. Um.
I hope Bigger's got penalties because you didn't
I
have
can't
any.
believe that. On the last lap, man, I was clean the entire race. I don't even know. I think one of my warnings, I might have been avoiding something,
Did you
so
get it
I'm
on
going to check
Stavilo?
into it.
Did you get one on
Uh,
Stavilo? That's where I got my second penalty on the last lap on Stavilo.
no, I got two
Oh, that was
warnings
crazy.
on the exit of Radion because I cut the top of the hill and then I ran wide too because it was so wet. I was so nervous to put input in that I just drifted, and I was hoping that it wouldn't ding me twice, but it did.
Is that where Eric got you? Obviously, you've gone before that.
Eric,
Eric was like a
Or,
madman with 9 seconds of penalties.
no,
I
what
was thinking,
happened?
you had 15.
15,
Eric
Jesus.
got through because like I locked up so bad into turn one that I had to send it on Scavney or I was just gonna punt them. Like my
I
Yeah,
tires
seen, I
just
seen
didn't
that
saw that.
coming
stop,
behind
and
me.
I was
I seen
like,
that coming
"Fuck!"
behind me.
So I just
Eric
sent it.
Eric did
I
pretty
mean, it
good
was
this
there.
race,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
There's been weeks where I think he's had
Eric was
upwards of
fast.
30 seconds in penalties, so this was an improvement.
Still,
He's
3 seconds
fast.
is,
Eric's
or
fast.
three penalties is not that amazing. Yeah, but still. Well, anyways, interviews. Janet. Second race win for you of the season. RC, your teammate, picking up his second podium in a row. A very, very good day for Racing Point and in an absolute crazy race. How was it for you?
I feel just like this music sounds right now. Like
Don't give us
I'm
copyright
back,
now,
and,
please.
I'm back and better than ever.
We're gonna.
Anyway,
Kick him in
that
the
was
podium.
fantastic. Like just RC behind me, picking up the other podium position. So, like chuffed for Bigger as well because he done what he always does, consistency. Picking up where Puff couldn't, like this week as well.
Yeah, Janet, what was your reaction when Monkey had his issue off the final corner?
You ever seen those cartoons where the eyes pop out the head, like pretty much like that? And that was
Wow.
it, like. I couldn't believe it,
Yeah.
like, as soon as he had that snap oversteer, and I was like, yes! And obviously, RC and Bigger benefited from it as well, like, so they was probably loving it as well.
I didn't even know what was going on. I
Uh,
was just trying to get across the line. I got fucking robbed, man.
But yeah, as soon as that rain hit, I admit I'm terrible in the wet. I was just hoping it wasn't going to get too wet, and luckily it didn't. We survived. Well, it didn't get. It got too wet for some, like especially on the last corner or the last lap.
yeah, so now on to Bigga. You had quite the eventful race, qualifying last out of the top 10. But then
Yeah,
ending up on the
typical.
podium, which is, I'm guessing, well, what is a very good race for you. Picking up your first podium in a while, I think. So yeah, how was the race for you? I know you had a little bit of a crash at the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, I got absolutely plowed into from behind, and someone spun me. So that was on the first lap of the restart, and I thought I was fucked at that point. I was like, "Well, I'm done for now. Like, I might as well just like." Luckily everyone was close, so I just got turned around and started chasing them down, hoping I would get a couple points. Yeah, qualifying, I really need to sort that shit out because it's getting really annoying. Like, it's not even like it's literally the worst top 10 spot I can pick, and I've done it like multiple weeks in a row. So, I don't know, I really got to sort that. But, you know, just everything's so tantalizingly close because I was very close to a win again there without the two warnings on one corner. Um, Obviously, I don't know. I mean, after I was spun, if you told me I'd get P2, I would have told you to fuck off and stop stop lying to me. But I'm pretty impressed. Yeah, that I managed to pull it off, and I don't know. I guess like Janet said, it's just how I do it. I just keep it steady and try to be smart and diligent, and it pays off. Sometimes things happen. Like I don't know, man. I've had a lot of incidents this year, or my fault, and cost myself some spots. But today, then I get spun from behind, and it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, come on, like, when am I going to get a break here? Like, if I'm not doing it to myself, someone else gets me. So.
Yeah, a very up and down race for you, but at the end you got a podium out of it. Where would you put this race out of all the races so far this season? Is this maybe the best race of your season so far?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's definitely, obviously, any podium is a good race, especially because that's pretty. I think P2 is the highest I've achieved all year, and I did that Netherlands as well in the rain there. I think that was my best race of the year, but Puff was just quick enough to stay ahead. Like it wasn't like he was dominating me or anything. I just was like, well, we're in a comfortable spot. There's no need to really be pushing to pass my teammate. So we didn't do anything crazy. We just kept it smart and kept it 1-2. I think Vietnam was probably my best of the season. I actually had a good qualifying. I was prepared. I felt ready. Everything aligned the right way, and I was very close to winning that. And I had a little half spin under the safety car, and then got caught with 2 falling back drive through. But if you take that away, that was probably my best actual driving consistently quality to the end of the race through the whole year. But yeah, this is definitely up there.
So yeah, now on to RC, your second podium in a row, qualifying in the top 5 here for Belgium. But yeah, your race kind of went a little unnoticed. You were around Janet, just behind him for most of the race, and then it started to kick off, and we noticed you had quite a lot of penalties, so we didn't really expect you to be on the podium, but you managed to find your way there anyways. So how's the race for you?
Yeah, the race was a good qualifying. I didn't know where I was going to be honest with you. You asked me last week about pace, and I had no idea. So I was glad to put it. I said before the race I would be happy with a sub 43, so I think I did a 42.9. Yeah, turn 1 I got a penalty for contact with Soy Loco, which it was just a bit of wheel banging, and I don't know how it was a severe collision, but anyway, I served that in the pits. I pitted a bit early to get an undercut and come back out in front of Bigga, I think. Isn't that right, Bigga?
Yeah, you came out like literally right beside me, but I just
Yeah.
had no grip, so you were already ripping away.
So I was able to make the undercut work, even though I had a penalty. And then when the safety car hit, I thought that's me in trouble, because I'd picked up I think 9 seconds of penalties. But I think there was a bit of craziness went on in the last 2 laps that allowed me to pull away a bit. And I kind of could see from the mini map that Bigger was the only one who was gonna jump me. So when Night Monkey bended out of the last corner, I was quite pleased to see it would be in third. So yeah, a good race, and a second race in a row with a podium and some good points.
Yeah, RC, another great run for you, man. That's 2 podiums now in a row. We saw the battle with you and Eric on the last lap there. Just walk us through that battle, because it was really close in the last couple of corners there.
Yeah, he was on obviously fresh softs. He pitted with the last safety car, and I stayed out on the mediums. So I knew he was coming for me. And I think coming up to Blanchimont, he actually tagged my rear. Because there was just no way past. So yeah, I thought he was going to get me, but when I got the drive out at the corner, I thought I'd be okay. But yeah, as you said earlier, Eric had some good pace today. You could tell that by the qualifying time that he put in. What did he do, a 42.3 or something like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew from time trial as well that he'd be quick. But the penalties have cost him in the end, you know.
Or he spins or something. He's done that a lot this year.
Yeah, if he could get a bit of consistency, I think he would be scoring points quite often. It's just he seems to get in a few incidents, and and pick up penalties. But I think he has a good pace, so you just need to get the head down.
I guess the race was pretty good, eh? Everyone's saying it's the best race of the year.
Yeah,
There was
everyone's
there was
popping off.
times where there was like 7, 8 cars going through like a corner one after another right after the safety car there.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting,
Can I
that was
just
when
can
I
I
was
just shout
tiptoeing
out?
along. Yeah,
Can I
go
just
for it.
shout out to Wolfsburg? He was right up there for quite a bit of the race. I think he was on reverse strat on the
Yeah.
mediums from the start. And whenever, I think it was after the safety car, he was holding a few of us up quite well. And I think there was a bit of a train for him behind, but really good race from Wolfsburg. So congrats, man.
Yeah. I think he had P5.
I don't know where he ended up though.
P5 behind Night
Excellent.
Monkey. So
Great, because
yeah.
that's I think he was outside the top 10 and on
Yeah.
the grid. So
He
yeah, fair
qualified,
play.
I think, around 14th, so he could be up for driver of the day if we even still do that. I believe that's Puff who does that, who did that. But yeah,
Yeah, I think
Puff, get on that.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, So next week, Thursday on the Monza. How are you guys feeling?
What is it? Monza.
Monza, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, delicious.
Oh no.
Yeah, I quite like Monza.
I like a pizza pasta.
I like it too.
Hey,
Think it'll be a
just
good one.
real quick, RC, you have a message from Puff. He says you're welcome for the extra podium spot tonight.
He
So-
wouldn't get near me. What's he talking about? He wouldn't get near me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, you hear that, Puff? You would not
I
have
got
hear him.
near you,
Bring,
so
bring it next week, Puff.
Ooh.
I
Chuck a
mean,
few
loves
slices.
Monza.
Chuck a
Puff
few
loves
slices at his
Monza.
wheels.
Monza's his favorite track, you know.
Yeah.
He actually
But,
hates
it's okay.
it, but it doesn't matter because he's good at every track.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, bastard.
We should make him only race with 3 wheels.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be a very good idea, but yeah. So obviously, high hopes for most of you, for Monza. So yeah. EU on Sunday. The last race of the week for ZOR. Back at Belgium. Hopefully, a good race. Over there in the EU tier. I might actually no, I won't be taking part this week. But yeah. Yeah, Tier 1 on Monday at Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. And then back again here for Tier 2 at the Italian Grand Prix. So it's been me, Iropacker, and Camden, and see ya.